All right, thank you so much, Dave. Well, the spring weather not only gives us humans allergies, but our pets can get them as well. And joining me now with all the information that you need, just in case your pet might be suffering, is Dr. Randy Thomas of Southeast Vet. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
It's fabulous to have you here. And Dave Williams was just telling us that he thinks his dog is even having a few allergies. I have never heard of this in my life. So kind of give us a little, I guess you could say, insight on what your dog might be dealing with.
I mean, allergies in dogs are pretty common. I'd probably say, well, actually there's a new report out based on pet insurance that ear infections are the most common claim for that people submit for their pet insurance. So they're very common. The most common symptoms we see are itching and scratching, recurrent ear infections, recurrent skin infections. And so, you know, a lot of times they're, you know, they're keeping the owners up at night, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Record pollen counts this year that we've all experienced. I mean, even people that have never had I guess you could say asthma, things like that, they've been dealing with it. So I guess your animal is all the same. Now, is there a shot or some sort of food that you can feed to your animal to make it a little bit better?
There's a number of things that we can do. For the pollen or airborne allergies, there's a number of different treatments, but in a lot of cases, we'll look at allergy testing them to try to figure out which particular allergens are bothering that pet, and then we'll make an allergy vaccine for them, just like people get when they have really bad hay fever. And that's a real common, very safe treatment for these guys because it's usually a lifelong disease for them.
Yeah, this may be a crazy question, but just like your animal can make you sick and you can be allergic to your animal, can your animal be allergic to you? Can it be something that we're doing that's making them, especially if they're an inside pet?
Every once in a while, we will have dogs and cats that test positive to human dander. So I guess turnabout's fair play. And you know, dust mites are probably the most common thing that dogs are allergic to, and same with people. So, so you know, both indoor and outdoor allergens will cause problems for them.
Well, Emily Honeycutt, one of our PAs right here in the studio, she has cats at her home, and cats, some of them have allergies as well. So you would we could just take them to the same vet that we take the dogs to?
Yep. Cats do have allergies. They're a little more secretive about it, so a lot of times they'll just go under the bed and lick the hair off their belly. So they'll present a little bit differently sometimes, but generally they're still itchy and scratchy. And a lot of the same treatments apply to the cat as to do the dog.
Well, you've given us a lot to think about today. If we think that if we suspect that maybe our dog or cat might be dealing with allergies, where can we find you at so we can at least stop in for a little appointment? So
we're located in Mount Pleasant, and we're actually a referral-based practice. And so we work with people's local veterinarians. When they have a difficult case, they may ask us to take a look at them. So we work on referral only, but and we work well with all the local veterinarians.
Yeah, and I can imagine that referral only works well because in that way you know for sure that your animal does need to be seen by a specialist.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think the first step for people is to see their regular veterinarian because there's a lot of really basic things that can be done. Good parasite control, making sure they're on good quality flea control. Flea allergy is far and away the most common allergy we see in the dog and the cat. So making sure we're doing a good job of flea control. Sometimes some diet changes might be necessary. And if they feel like it's a case that should be referred, then they'll contact us.
Well, he's Dr. Randy Thomas, helping us be proactive. There's the information right there on your screen if you need any more assistance. Thank you so very much for being with us today. We really do appreciate it. Very insightful.
Thank you.
Because I didn't even know that. All right, well, coming up this morning, our Dave Williams got a tour of the newest neighborhood on Kiowa Island. You don't want to miss this. Stay with us.